news tonight. Enugu State Government partners private institutions for advancement of technology education and establishment of DNA Center. Group advocates establishment of Disability Commission under the Office of the Governor. Plus, Vigilance Nigerian rescues baby from trafficker. Remember, you can watch us live on our YouTube channel at NTA Enugu. A very good evening and welcome to the news at 7. I am Chika Ubu. The Enugu State Government has moved to partner with some private institutions for the advancement of technology education and establishment of DNA Center in the state. We report that this was part of fallout from the State Executive Council meeting presided by Governor Dr. Peter Mba. According to the Commissioner for Health, Emmanuel Obi, the DNA Center, which is aimed at improving advanced diagnostic criminal investigation, research and learning, will provide advanced DNA analysis and investigation, which at present is not available in Nigeria. This, he said, will help solve medical problems and bring solution to paternal and maternal issues, improve education, and complement government initiative of constructing smart schools.
The Council has approved that the Enugu State Government partner with the private institutions that are going into advancements in technology and biomolecular tests. So with the Center for DNA Forensics and Criminal Investigation and Education, the Enugu State Government has agreed to partner with that institution at the Godfrey Okoye University. And this partnership is targeted at improving advanced diagnostics, criminal investigations, and research and learning.
Also briefing newsmen, Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure said government is completing some of the architectural designs to beautify the roads, including mounting of street lights. He also said the state government will soon flag off the second phase of road rehabilitation.
Water will get to some areas where it hasn't gotten to, and then there will be street lights on those newly asphalted roads, and there was zero pothole continues. Now that the rain has come, the older parts are now being exposed, and then so it is ongoing.
Members of the ESCR urged residents to guard government infrastructures to ensure durability. In Enugu, the Enugu State Government has been asked to establish a Disability Commission domiciled under the Office of the Governor to oversee the affairs of persons with disabilities. The National Association of Persons with Disabilities, Enugu State Chapter, made the call in a communique issued at the end of a 2-day capacity building workshop on rights-based advocacy for disability rights advocates. Eukaria Ugu reports that the association also called for the setting up of a disability support desk to enable the physically challenged access health care services.
The workshop drew scores of disability rights advocates from organizations of persons with disabilities and civil society organizations in Enugu State in recognition of the need to ensure that the rights of persons with disabilities are protected in all spheres of life, in tandem with UN principles of leaving no one behind. Commending the efforts of Enugu State Government for the support given to persons with disabilities, the project coordinator, Edwin Ogenyi, and the chairman, Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, JONAPID, Enugu State Chapter, Mr. Onyebuchi Mba, lamented the absence of Disability Commission in Enugu State and the ordeal that lack of access to healthcare services made persons with disabilities go through due to lack of disability support desk and sign language interpreters in healthcare facilities in Enugu State.
Is asking His Excellency to, as a matter of urgency, ensure that we have a disability commission, ensure that he set up disability support desk in government institutions, especially in healthcare facility, to ensure that persons with disability have access to healthcare services.
We still appeal that government of the day consider the living standard and the vulnerability of persons with disabilities across the state in socio-economic development of our society and implement Enugu State Disability Law.
The workshop was jointly organized by Voice of Disability Initiative, a non-governmental organization that advocates for the protection of rights of persons with disabilities, and Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, JONAPID, Enugu State Chapter, in Enugu, Ukeria, NTA News.
The Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, says that the rescheduled rerun election of the Enugu South 1 state constituency was postponed due to security reasons. The INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner in the state, Dr. Chukwuemeka Chukwu, who stated this on Sunday, said that the postponed election was cancelled earlier last week due to security considerations. Chukwu disclosed that the rerun election, which was fixed after stakeholders' engagements to hold on June 8, would hold on a further date to be communicated by the Commission. We'll take a breather here. Do stay.
How concerned are you about your well-being? Did you know that you may be sick without knowing? Join us on Seeking Solutions every Sunday at 5 p.m. on NTA Enugu, coming soon. Seeking Solutions. Let's talk health.
Welcome back. A young girl identified as Princess Willie from Akwa Ibom State was caught for child kidnapping and trafficking a baby less than a year. Onome Okadiwo, who ran into the scene in Awka Metropolis, reports that a vigilant Nigerian suspicious of the young girl's movement and the baby she was holding trailed her and raised an alarm.
An eyewitness account, a manager in one of the hotels along St. Joseph Catholic Church, Awka, while on duty, noticed a man and a woman who came into the hotel in a tricycle with a child less than a year. But on their way out, he noticed that they left without the baby. He called their attention and he was told that the baby is with the suspect, a young girl inside the hotel room. He got curious and started interrogating the girl. And this is what he said.
And I asked her, what's her name? She says, Ngozi. What was the girl's name, the child's name? She said, exactly what this girl told me. I became confused. They went inside, and this girl was still with the child, and they went out. After some days, this my friend now came with the child, with the girl's mother, saying that the child was stolen from the mother. I was confused.
Days later, a friend came to him that a child was stolen from a mother. He then recollected the incident that happened.
I was going to have it. I was coming to work today. I saw this girl on my way coming to work, and I stopped her because I know her, but she's the one. Initially, I wanted to deny, and I heard her people that came. And I called the people that came with the child, the girl, the girl's mother. The other time that she come, I've seen one of the people that found the child. So that's why we are here.
Mr. Kingsley Okeke, the eyewitness, then contacted the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Anambra State, who sent her team to look into the matter to know the whereabouts of the baby.
It was last week, by weekend, that I got call from this young man, because my phone is always available, that a particular girl was brought, hypnotized, and took away her child.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs Anambra State has taken the girl to the police for further investigation. In Oka, Onome, Okadibo, NTA News.
Holistic implementation of laudable programs, consistency of agricultural policies, and prioritizing food from farmlands to markets and cities, guests on Good Morning Nigeria say remains critical to attaining food security. They are also optimistic that boosting irrigation facilities for all-year farming will maximize food production in Nigeria. Lydia Sampson reports.
The states are the owners of land used for farming, meaning changing the narrative on food security and improving food affordability is largely domiciled with the states. The guests are emphatic that since private capital gravitates to opportunities, all the subnationals need to do is provide the enabling environment for farming and food production to attract off-takers and investors.
I never had a situation, perhaps so many years ago, where Nigeria had an equilibrium circumstance around food supply. It had always been a situation of much demand, outstripping supply.
Yes, local governments should have whatever is due to them. Why not? I mean, I come from Faskari. If you give the local government chairman only money to pay salaries and order, nothing to do anything, how are we going to see improvement? The local government should also be able to contribute. It should coalesce with the state government to improve the living conditions of the people.
Though the guests had also identified insecurity, flooding, corruption and subsidy removal as impacting food inflation, they believe with robust engagement and proactive measures, Nigerians can navigate and overcome the present food challenges.
There is a shortfall, whether anybody likes it or not. There's a gap. So this gap, what can happen?
Has to be filled.
It has to be filled up. So emergency import, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Government should do everything to encourage, especially the research centers we have. Let them bring out better seeds. Let us bring input.
The guests reiterated the need for a robust storage and ensuring not just roads network to farmlands, but also rail systems as obtained in climes taking agriculture seriously. Nigeria, they noted, is not only producing food for itself, but also neighboring countries in view of the open market nature of the African continent. They suggested the scaling up of production of stable food identified in various zones of the country. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
For latest in the world of sports, here are tidbits. Of our major stories. Enugu State government has moved to partner with some private institutions for the advancement of technology education and establishment of DNA Center in the state. The National Association of Persons with Disabilities Enugu State chapter has advocated establishment of Disability Commission under the Office of the Governor to oversee the affairs of persons with disabilities. We also told you that Vigilant Nigerian has rescued a baby of less than a year from trafficker in Anambra State. That was the news. Many thanks for watching and good night.